Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are at in the world. And welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. All right. So when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I go live or when I post videos. All of that helps out this channel, and I am very, very grateful and appreciative of all of your help. All right. So this is for the air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, for this week of June 28th through July 4th. All right. And we're also going to talk about the full moon that we got coming on Monday. All right. So air signs, the full moon in Capricorn, also known as the strawberry moon, rises Sunday, June 29th, 2026 at 7:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now you can choose, this is just my time, Eastern Standard Time. I live on the East Coast. You can go according to your own time zone. For instance, dead-gone Mercury retrograde. If you live in California, clean across the United States, you want a minus 4 hours. So it would be 3:56 California time zone, whatever that is over there. I don't know. Okay. I'm not, Mercury retrograde is beating the hell out of me today. All right. So astrologically, this lunation highlights the tension between the grounding and practical ambitions of Capricorn and the emotional nurturing comforts of Cancer, because the sun is in Cancer. We're in Cancer season. The moon asks us to look at where our work-life boundaries are failing and challenges us to restructure how we measure our own success. Capricorn energy can sometimes trick us into believing that constant pressure is the same as progress. The moon acts as a reality check, urging you to focus your time, energy where it truly counts. Mercury retrograde is in Cancer, roughly 6 hours prior to the peak of the lunar cycle. This introduces a period of deep nostalgia, inviting you to reflect on old choices and reconsider past goals. Now, Mercury doesn't go into retrograde until the 29th, but for those of us who are extra sensitive, empaths, we're already feeling it. Already having technological problems, already having miscommunications, misunderstandings, having like phone problems, internet problems, and so forth. Anything that has to do with communication, all right? So Geminis, because you are ruled by Mercury, this is hitting you extra hard, all right? So Neptune in Aries, the full moon aspects Neptune, urging you to differentiate between tangible reality and illusions. So the moon is impacting all of the cardinal signs: Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra. So Libra, you're going to be heavily affected by the full moon. Gemini, you're going to be heavily affected because you're ruled by Mercury. Okay. So Libra, focus shifts to creative projects and joy. You may realize you have been working primarily on optics rather than fulfillment. So optics talks about how you're viewing something, because it's optic lenses, the eyeball, how you are viewing something. You are working primarily through how you are viewing something rather than how it's going to fulfill your heart. All right. So I feel like it's a specific message for the Libra collective out there. So let's go ahead and start off. We'll go with Aquarius first. What's the moon's energy for the Aquarian collective? What is the moon energy around the Aquarian collective? Time to breathe out. So Aquarius, the moon's energy is asking you to do some breathing exercises. When you breathe out, you exhale old patterns. When you breathe in, you awaken to new energy. And then when you exhale out, you breathe out that stagnant energy that you've been hanging on to. Yeah, healing. So do some breathing exercises, Aquarius, to help you heal through the situation. You may be in a bit of a stress or a clouded state. See how these two cards are clouded? You may be a bit clouded. You may be a bit triggered, right? The energy is gaining momentum. So something is speeding up for you, something that you have visualized. The answer you need is coming. So you could be connected to a Gemini, but you're being asked to step out of this comfort zone. And that's why you're being asked to breathe, because this will help you to relieve anything that is like uncomfortable. You have to breathe through it. It's like labor pains. I don't know how many, I'm talking to my females out there. Have you went through labor pains and took Lamaze classes and they're like to breathe through the pain? That's what I'm feeling for you, Aquarius. You're being asked to breathe through the labor pain because it's going to be very healing. It's going to be very calming for you because something in your life is about to speed up. So there could be some sort of a heaviness that you're feeling that could be blocking some sort of momentum when it comes to moving forward. All right, so let's see what the energy is around Aquarius here. Aquarius. That's the moon's energy. Let's see what's okay. It has something to do with some sort of a connection that you're in. There could be a door closed to other possibilities. We have the cornucopia card. So I do see 11 coming through here. 6 and a 4, a 6 and a 5, 14 adds up to a 5, 24 adds up to a 6. So 11 is very significant for you here, Aquarius. I feel like you are not seeing any other way out of a situation when it comes to some sort of a connection you are in. I feel like somebody could have visions. You may be looking for some sort of an answer about why you were in this connection. Because for some of you, you may be feeling it's an uncomfortable connection. For some of you out there, you could be asking, okay, what about this connection am I meant to learn? Why do I feel so comfortable in this connection? Why do I feel at home in this connection? 1111, asking if this is the right connection. 1111 talks about, am I on the right path, right? I feel like for somebody here, there is a very good connection here, a very rich and abundant connection here. You may be seeing the light of this connection. See, there's a butterfly on this card. Remember I said about the labor pains coming out of the cocoon for somebody out there. So you do have somebody who is being deceitful. And I feel like they don't want you to see no other possibilities when it comes to a connection. The victory card is in reverse. So the victory card in reverse talks about somebody not achieving their victory, somebody not winning some sort of a battle. You could see this person's eyes closed. This person could be, yeah, this person's heartless. They're heartless. I'm telling you. They don't want you to see any other relationship as possible. They want you to see, oh, you're this is the connection of a lifetime, right? There is no other connection like ours. But this person is heartless, but they don't want you to see that. Somebody is masking something here, Aquarius. You're going to see it. Let me go back here for a second. So I feel like what you're doing is you're reflecting on the choice when it comes to this relationship. Do they care? I mean, do they really care about me? Is this going to be a rich, fulfilling, abundant relationship? Are we going to be two people who are on the same page? Is this a relationship that's meant to be? right? With the 14 energy, this talks about challenges, a challenge in a relationship. Somebody is being deceitful. Somebody is heartless. No, the answer is no. So breathe it out. Breathe it out. The answer you need is coming. The answer you need is coming is that this is a lesson that you need to learn. This is a spiritual karmic lesson that you need to learn. All right. So that's what I feel for the Aquarius. That's what the moon is. Okay. That is what the moon is showing you. There's an illusion. This person could have casted some sort of an illusion over you to make you see, make you think, right? Think that this is you two are meant to be. All right. But that illusion could be cracking and you could be seeing the real reason why this person is with you, causing you to reflect on the choice that you made at the time. Alrighty, so Gemmies, my Gemmy gems. What's the moon's energy around the Gemini collective? Please and thank you. What is the moon's energy around the Gemini collective? So you're being asked, what do you need to let go of? What fear do you need to let go of that is making you feel icy, making you feel cold, making you feel chilled, right? When it comes to perhaps a Pisces, balance, spirituality, and practicality. So you need to become more practical with something. You may have a hidden enemy around you. You're very close to achieving a goal that you got close to perhaps try to cause you to miss some sort. Yeah, this is a very negative person. They got close to you to try to end some sort of a goal that you were striving to reach. That's the only reason why they're around you. This is a hidden enemy. This is somebody who is very cold-hearted. This is somebody who possibly was somebody who read cards on you, or somebody who's been watching you, right? This is somebody from your past who has been trying to hold you back. They've been doing something on a repetitive pattern, keeping you in a fear state basis here, Geminis, so that nothing will come of your situation, so that you won't be able to bring in a state of balance. This is somebody who does not want you to exercise your spiritual gifts, Gemini. They were trying to keep you frozen, trying to keep you in a fear-based energy, right? With the Scorpio energy. This is somebody who's very negative. Trying to possibly do, with the Pisces energy, do death magic to block you, block your visions. They could have even went as far as tried to unalive you. They did this on a repetitive pattern, kept you in your kept you in this negative thought pattern, right? Because they were trying to block you from a new start, Gemini. All right. So let's go ahead and see, Gemmies, what's the energy around you for the full moon in Cap? Geminis, what's the full moon in Cap? Gemini energy in this moon. Yep. They were trying to attach something to you. And I feel like, Gemini, you're releasing it. You're breaking free. You're breaking free of some sort of a dark attachment in your mental body. They had tried to attach something to you to unalive you. And you're releasing it on a spiritual level, is what I see. Yeah, they also may have tried to attach some sort of a cord, try to keep you chained and bound to a situation. Yeah, this person was very deceitful. Yeah, so I feel like you're letting go of some sort of a deceit. You're having a heart chakra activation. This person may have come in acting like they cared, but in all actuality, they were masking it. They were very deceitful, very envious, very jealous. This is like the green-eyed monster They were trying to block your heart from receiving something, some sort of a download, some sort of, like, see, they accessed your Akashic records. They're trying to block you from receiving some sort of a download. They didn't want you to be happy. They didn't want you to manifest happiness, right? They wanted you to stay broken. They wanted you to stay in this energy of not being able to receive something. So what they tried to do was keep you attached to some sort of darkness, some sort of negative thought pattern, some sort of that would have. I feel like they were trying to get you to self-sacrifice, is what I feel that they were doing here, Gemini. All right, so Libras, Libras, my little scales of balance. What's going on? What's the moon's energy around the Libra collective? Give me some moon's energy around the Libra collective, please, and thank you. Can I have one card? Well, 3. All right, so I feel like I'm speaking to 2 different Libras here. Communication is key. Communication with a Gemini to have some sort of a new beginning. You need to see both sides of a situation, about some sort of a repetitive pattern that's been holding you back. And we got that here for you, Libra. Focus shifts to creative projects and joy. You may realize you have been working primarily on how you are seeing something optic rather than something that's familiar. So there's a pattern, a repetitive pattern of where you are viewing something from your past, and the choices that you've made in the past. All right. For others of you, for another set of Libras, I feel like in this energy, you need to adjust how you're viewing something. You need to adjust your focus, because I feel like you need to go within thyself and contemplate, how can I reach this goal? What is it that I need? What is it on a creative level with this project that is bringing me fulfillment? And adjust how you're viewing it is what I feel for the other Libra collective. Yeah, work through some sort of a fear. Lay it to rest, because it's going to keep coming back around and stinging you until you address it. When it comes to feeling safe, when it comes to intimacy, because Scorpio rules intimacy. Confidence is your key to success. So feel confident in how you feel. There's a key in your heart space, right? There's a key in your heart space when it comes to what you're creating within your reality. So change how you are viewing your reality is going to change your heart. It is going to be more fulfilling on an emotional basis, or nothing's going to come of a situation. All right. So yes, you're definitely being nostalgic here. So communication is key. Don't let your past hold you back for the Libra collective and the moon in Capricorn. Okay, so you need to trust some sort of a divine plan. I feel like the divine stepped in and could be taking you in a different direction. Some sort of magic could have interfered with how you're viewing yourself in the mirror, or how you're viewing another person, because we do have Gemini here, twins, right? Twins talks about mirror energy, mirroring back and forth, right? So somebody could have had some sort of a tactic, did some sort of magic with this book, and smoked up your mirror a little bit. When it comes to, I feel like this could be a past life relationship for some of you. Somebody clouded your focus, clouded your mirror, because they didn't want you to be emotionally fulfilled here for somebody. So adjustments are required, and meditate and contemplate for my Libras. And it could have been a Pisces individual, because Pisces they're the magicians. Yeah, walk away and financial constraints. So adjustments are required. So something is being adjusted, and you are walking away from something. Maybe what's being adjusted and you're walking away from something is materialistic. Something about materialism. Somebody could have got paid to do something too. Maybe viewing viewing something as, well, you know what? Listen, I want somebody who this is somebody who's very materialistic, is all I can say. You need to walk away from the materialistic view of how you make your money, because money can't buy happiness here. You need to adjust how you're viewing that. Go within thyself, contemplate it. Can money buy happiness? Right? No, it cannot. And walk away from that. That's what I feel for that. But I do feel for the first set of you, somebody did some sort of magic and clouded somebody's mirror. There was a plan involved in this. And it could have been somebody from your past who did it on a repetitive basis. All right. So that is what I feel for the Libra collective, keeping you all in your headspace. They could have even did death magic on you, for some of you there. And again, this is a past person who made some sort of a choice here. They didn't want you to make a choice. All right. So the crows. Oh, look, we got a ghost coming through here. Grief. And I didn't even realize these cards were flipped over. There's a whole bunch of cards flipped over. Flip them back over. I'm going to shuffle them up. What are the crows warning the element of air about this week? What are the crows warning the element of air about this week? And you know what, Libra, too? It could have been an Aries who did this, because remember we said about Neptune and Aries casting an illusion for some of you. So it could have been an Aries person from your past. All right, what are the crows warning the element of air about? So it's something about the community. You're being warned about a community of people who are mocking you. This person could be mocking you. They could be copying you. This could be a copycat, because the mimic talks about mimicking somebody's voice. Copycat. Somebody in the community could be a copycat, and it could be AI in your voice. This also could be a mob of people who are mocking you at night, right? Something about at night. Somebody is very gifted. They did it to cause a battle. They want to fight. So a mob of people want to fight. So it could be coming at night. Alrighty, so we're going to put them to the side. So let's go ahead and pull for the rest of the week. Let's start off with this week. How is this week affecting the element of air next week? Something about, okay, this is a tree, so it talks about your family lineage. It talks about your health. It talks about your security. It talks about, this is root chakra energy. So it talks about your family dynamic. It talks about health. It talks about money, but it's in the upright position. So it definitely could have been a family member or a past family member with the Seven of Cups there, casting some sort of an illusion here over you. Not wanting you to see something clearly when it comes to a choice you need to make. We have the 5 energy here, so something about changes coming through here. Something needs to change. This is a hard challenge of how you're viewing something in the family dynamic here. Somebody could be playing a lot of mental health games with you, a mental game with you, not wanting you to see something clearly when it comes to a particular choice that you need to make. All right. So let's go ahead and pull the cards for the rest of the week for the element of air. Okay, so we definitely have the fish coming out again. A Pisces energy. The King of Pentacles. Somebody could have got paid to do something here. To get you to go in the opposite direction. Yeah, secrets. So somebody could have did something with that book. Remember, we got the book coming through here. I don't even know where it's at. Yeah, see the book? Some sort of a plan to keep somebody broke. playing with their root chakra, doing root work on them to restrict their money because somebody walked away, and now they gathered up a group of people to mock you, to block you from taking some sort of action on your spiritual journey. They wanted you tied and bound so they could have did some sort of binding magic on you to bind your root chakra. See all the roots on this card with all the red around it? This person could have copycatted you. All right. So we got the book coming out again, somebody's secrets, 10 of Pentacles, which talks about long-term stability. It talks about family. It talks about some sort of inheritance here. We have 34, 26, 5. So 5, 7, and 8 could be significant. We have 7, 7 coming through here. 8, 8. Can I have one more card, please, and thank you? Yeah, somebody nibbling on a piece of information. 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands, it talks about protecting yourself, but also somebody could be being a bit defensive. We have 5, 5 coming through here. 7, 7, 7 coming through here. Yeah, something happening at night. Coming into your dreams, perhaps. See the 7 of Pentacles with the 12. So, yeah, this is somebody who could have gotten paid to watch you, come into your dreams and watch you. This was a sneaky snake. A sneaky snake who manipulated a situation. A master manipulator who could have come into somebody's dreams and been watching them at night, mocking them, using maybe a familiar spirit for some of you. You know, maybe you're hearing a dog bark, or, you know, in my case, it's a cat always meowing. Somebody is getting a tower moment. Somebody's going to be shocked when they find out who this hidden person was. Something about divine timing at the house. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side. So let's clarify the root, the tree of life here. And you can see the chakra system. Somebody definitely was doing root work on you. So give me a card for this past week and how it's affecting this future week with the 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of, okay, 5. Yeah, Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Yes, somebody that maybe you have turned your back to in your family, or somebody you turned your back to that maybe you call family. We got the Death card, somebody trying to unalive somebody by doing root work on them and then making them sick. The 4 of Wands. So somebody could have been doing root work on somebody to block their other half from coming towards them. For some of you, others of you, somebody could have been doing root work on somebody to get them to, you know, pass away or self-sacrifice themselves. Because we have the Scorpio in the center. Scorpio rules death, rebirth. It also rules sex, intimacy, deadly warrior. Because remember, we did have Scorpio coming through here somewhere in one of these cards. Right? Scorpio. Keeping them in fear of intimacy, fear of collaboration with another person, wanting to completely end a relationship, right? Possibly end somebody, you know, have caused somebody in a family health issues. This could be an inherited health issue from your family, maybe your parents, grandparents. I see 444 coming through here. Because we have the 4 of Wands, the Death is the 4, and I don't know where I've seen the other 4 at, but yeah, 44 could be significant. July 4th could be significant, maybe at the end of the week. 5 and an 8 is a 13, so 444, right? We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the Queen of Swords coming through here. See how she's got that sword? So yeah, for some of you, somebody could have had some necromancy done on you. Okay, let's pull another card here. The Four of Wands, the Death card, the Queen of Swords, and the Tree of Life. Spirit of Air, clarity, awareness, and truth. See the sword down through the crown? Somebody did something to somebody's head. Somebody was sending somebody subliminal messages trying to get them to unalive themselves. Or they could have did necromancy, sending somebody's family member to do that, to stab them, to try to unalive them. This could have been a Pisces using a book, witchcraft, right? Spiritually attacking somebody, nibbling on every little piece of information that they could get, and then mocking them behind the scenes. This is somebody who had a rat or a mouse in their house, a community of them, a family of them, a mob of them. Gathered up a mob, a community of people to come up against somebody. Somebody was somebody gained awareness with the Queen of Swords. They gained awareness. They've seen the truth of a situation. They know who did it. And it could very well have been a family member. All right. So Pisces. I don't know why I said that. All right. So we got the fish here. Show me. Yeah. See how the fish? Look at this. One fish is swimming back towards the truth. The other two fishies are swimming the other way. So it could have been 3 people, at least 3 people, going back and forth, conversing in the community, celebrating. Alrighty. So the fish for the beginning of the week. Yeah, King of Cups. This is a heartless individual. Heartless individual who took something to the extreme. A heartless individual took something to the extreme. 2 people, 3 people, 2 fishies and a King of Cups. What they did was they come in, earn somebody's trust, right? By saying, oh, you can trust me. And it took whatever nibble of conversation, nibble of information that they got and went and spread it around the community. Gathered up information. Somebody could have got a lot of psychic readings because Pisces is somebody who reads tarot cards, somebody who's psychic, somebody who, and abused their psychic powers because they were operating out of a dark space. And they didn't want somebody to succeed. They didn't want somebody to have success. They didn't want somebody to succeed. So the sun is in Cancer, right? Cancer rules cardinal. Cardinals are the kings. So the sun in Cancer talks about practical, becoming more practical with something. Somebody's getting disciplined, becoming more practical, and recognize somebody was trying to ruin somebody's image to block them from reaching some sort of a goal. They didn't want them to be successful. This was a very heartless individual. Okay, so the fish, the King of Cups in reverse. Somebody could have been saying, their clam smells like fish too. Yeah, I'm telling you, look, mirror, deflecting vanity and reflection. Somebody's very vain here. Somebody wanted dominance over somebody's life. So they were trying to dominate somebody's thoughts. They're trying to dominate somebody's crown, somebody's thoughts. And it's like they were trying to manipulate somebody's free will here, is what I see. Somebody was trying to manipulate somebody's free will. Spirit of communication, love letter, email, text, phone call. Crow, right? There you go, crow. So crow's communication. Spirit of St. Nicholas, gifts, generosity, and assistance. Anchor, invest, solid and stable and protected. So for somebody out here, somebody invested a lot of time and energy in building something. And you had somebody who was very vain, right? Very vain here, who was trying to cloud somebody's mirror and possibly send somebody in a different direction. They were really trying to dominate their mind with words, some sort of communication. But I feel like somebody learned to protect their crown chakra and invest in their gifts, is what I see here. And again, this is a heartless individual who was doing things in the dark. A heartless individual doing something in the dark. And they took it too far. This is somebody who invested a lot of time and emotions in something. This is somebody who's very emotionally unstable too. Trying to get somebody to go the opposite direction. All right, so give me more information on the book for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm telling you, look, there's the Pisces individual. So we have the Hierophant. So they were definitely doing something on a routine basis here, doing root work, burning candles. This could have been the group of people, the community of people, whether it's church, cult, coven, secret society. Yeah, they wanted somebody homeless. They wanted somebody to feel left out. They were doing, again, root work on somebody's financial, on somebody's stability, on trying to make them feel homeless, rejected, outcasted. This is somebody who was a hidden enemy. This could be, we have the high priest and the high priestess. Definitely cult, coven, secret society energy, especially with the book. They could have been doing something outside on a ritualistic basis. Knight of Wands, playing on somebody's wounds, right? Gathering up the smallest little crumbs of information of their wounds and using it against them, studying their wounds, secretly studying their wounds. This could have been a third party situation. This could be a hidden enemy. This could be somebody who is a karmic partner for somebody. Because remember, Aquarius had the connection. So somebody could have secretly connected with another person, like getting readings on them, just to get readings on somebody, to dig up bones, to try to make make somebody homeless. Remember, root work. Somebody was doing root work on somebody, blocking their finances, blocking their triangulating people's family against them, triangulating love against them, triangulating everything, making them feel insecure, mocking them, using AI, trying to steal their identity, access somebody's Akashic records, broke spiritual law, right? Yeah, tried to hinder them, tried to get somebody to self-sacrifice. They offered somebody up as a sacrifice. Mm-hmm. Yep. So this authority figure, this is a dirty cop. This is somebody who thinks that they're better than everybody else. Somebody who thinks they have divine authority to manipulate somebody's free will. And that's exactly what was going on. Somebody was trying to manipulate somebody's free will to get them to self-sacrifice. And that's what they were waiting for. So, secret knowledge, high priestess, yep, setting in monitor spirits. I knew it. I knew it. Defense, tactical, and guarded. Be aware of somebody who has a gun. Somebody could have a gun. Somebody could have been digging up, doing necromancy, digging up somebody's grave. Because we got rotten stagnation, like a rotten, right? See the crown? Digging up somebody's head, their crown chakra, and using it to manipulate somebody's free will. Sending in monitor spirits. There's heavy magic here. Coven, cult, secret society. Doing heavy magic here. Trying to get somebody to feel rejected from their protection. They didn't want them to feel protected. They didn't want them to have that clear channel. So mice, the mice card for the end of the week. The mice card, 2 of Pentacles. So somebody is definitely finding balance and they're protecting themselves, right, from these mices. Somebody is finding balance and protecting themselves. I feel like what they're doing is they're blocking somebody from coming in and gathering up information, little tidbits of information, and taking it back to people in the community. So 2 of Pentacles and the mice. Okay, so Spirit of the Light, awakening, new dawn, fog, unclear confusion, and creation. So this goes back to creating something here. Differentiate between tangible reality and the illusion. So something about the confusion. So somebody is seeing the light through the confusion of somebody either writing something down. Somebody could have been doing forgery with the pen and the paper here. Again, trying to make somebody homeless. Signing some sort of a contract and trying to make somebody homeless. Somebody, I feel like somebody is going through an awakening, 11:11, and they're seeing the truth about a situation. How somebody cast some sort of an illusion of a relationship so that they did not leave. This was like a come to me spell. They were only after their money. Somebody who manipulated somebody's free will. They had some sort of a plan, right? They made some sort of a plan to do so. I feel a seductive energy coming through here. All right, so the owls with the 7 of Pentacles, yeah, they definitely were planning something. Made some sort of a plan. This was a sneaky snake, a master manipulator. Something with the justice system or a tower moment. This snake could be getting some sort of a tower moment. So the owls, the ancestors done stepped in is what I feel. Oh, yeah. Somebody did something out of greed. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody is very greedy. So they manipulated a relationship to keep somebody together because they wanted their money. That was the whole plan for somebody here. I'm getting a couple of different messages. Yep, tried to sacrifice somebody, right? Somebody who has thought they had divine authority, somebody who thought they, like, I'm getting master dog situation. Somebody thought that they were the master and the person that they were attacking was their dog. And they were just waiting for the opportunity, right? The waiting for the opportunity to manipulate a marriage. But I feel like somebody is moving on into a calmer emotional state, finding peace, clearing out the fog of the mind, putting up boundaries. So Queen of Pentacles with the ancestor. So this very well could be an ancestor flying in, coming in to protect somebody. Yeah, I'm telling you, death, endings, and winter. This is an ancestor who came in just in time to save somebody from being unalived. Because this greedy individual either accepted money to cast the spell or paid for it. Yeah, I'm telling you. New chapter, development, unfinished business, spirit of the dog, friendship, companionship, undying loyalty, home, structure, and foundation. Somebody opened up somebody's Akashic records secretly. They violated spiritual law. The ancestors seen it. And now this person, this Queen of Pentacles, could be, right here. Right here. Be on their deathbed. Because they violated spiritual law. I'm also getting something about dogs. Yes, somebody is depressed. Somebody is masking something. Somebody has something wrong with their head. Right? Maybe some sort of stabbing pain right down through the center of their crown. All right, so let's clarify the community real quick. Community for the element of air. The community. What's this community? Why the crows warning this community? What? And that's funny because we got the crow coming out, warning somebody. Warning somebody to stop. Page of Swords. So again, a community of people could be watching somebody here. This also talks about documents. It talks about documents. It talks about contracts. It also talks about somebody watching somebody at a distance, right? Somebody broke through some sort of illusion and made some sort of a choice to collaborate, right? Accept a cup from the divine, something that they were waiting for while the other person was hoping that they would miss an opportunity. This sneaky snake, who's a master manipulator, could be experiencing some sort of a tower. This week could be the time frame, right? Somebody may be wanting to show up at somebody's house, right, and communicate something, like defend themselves, perhaps. This is a hidden enemy who secretly was doing magic on somebody. All right, so the Page of Swords, community. Yep, 444, somebody's protected. Somebody is protected from this individual. Somebody is protected from this mob of people who's been watching them. All right, so mimic cry. Mimic cry. Okay, so we have the Cancer card in reverse, and we have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is somebody who somebody could be regretting some sort of past choice. Somebody could be having severe health issues. Somebody could be having cancer here. Somebody could have cancer. Somebody could be saying they have cancer, and it could very well be a lie, mimicking, mimicry, right? Something could have happened 10 years ago. Somebody could have been in a car accident 10 years ago, and they could be still crying victim, the victim mentality. Somebody also could have signed some sort of a contract with a car. Look, Queen of Cups, right? The Queen of Cups in reverse talks about somebody who is either over emotional or somebody who's emotionally manipulative. Somebody could be crying for money. Oh, I did it for the money, right? I caused despair because I wanted the money. Because remember, we have a greedy individual here. I wanted the money. I did it for the money. They paid me a lot of money, so I decided to do it. I decided to, try to emotionally manipulate you into, unaliving yourself. Now somebody is in despair. They're crying over spilled milk or in some sort of heartache or despair. So mimic cry with a Chariot and a Ten of Pentacles both in reverse. This is somebody who is just like, I'm the victim. I'm the victim because I was in a car wreck, right? So I need the money. Yeah, somebody is clinging to something. Look at the tree. Talk about the ancestors' health. The tree of life. So somebody definitely could have some sort of health issues. Somebody also could be very poisonous, have some sort of poison growing. Maybe, I don't know. Let me see what's on the bottom of that. Yeah, solution, wisdom, spiritual key, love, compassion, fate, destiny, and free will. Something about that spider coming through here. Somebody could be coming in and acting like they're caring and compassionate. They want to resolve some sort of an issue. But in all actuality, this person is a master manipulator. They're a secret hidden enemy, and they're only out for revenge. So they're going to come in and communicate something and be on the defense. Like come in and communicate, oh, I did it because of this, this, and this, right? I accepted some sort of money because I needed it, right? I needed to pay this bill from 10 years ago. I needed to pay this car payment or I was going to lose my car. Something along them lines is coming through here. This is a sneaky snake. Remember that. A master manipulator. Alrighty. And it could be coming in at night, or this could be somebody who's receiving dreams. Master manipulator. I did it for the money, right? I did it for the money. And now I'm in despair, because now I realize that somebody is definitely being watched over. I regret my past choices. I'm losing some sort of a battle here. I'm not seeing something clearly. Yeah, I'm not seeing something clearly here through my scrying ball because I did some sort of magic. Trying to steal somebody's identity, right? Somebody is definitely having an identity crisis or imposter syndrome. I was trying to control somebody. I wanted them to jump off of this cliff, right? Because they were in the spotlight, and it was shocking the fact that this person lied or signed something illegally, forgery, sneaking around behind somebody's back with another lover, a secret lover here, right? Third party situation, taking advantage of somebody's generosity. Now they want to ask for forgiveness for messing with somebody's destiny and teaming up with another person and making some sort of a decision to team up to block somebody's divine connection here, causing a lot of drama, gathering up people. Now they're under judgment for spy, lying, gossiping, pointing fingers, trying to ruin somebody's reputation. Yeah, voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release fear of persecution, and speak your truth. So somebody was really trying to persecute somebody because of their purpose, because of their calling. Yeah. And that's why they were trying to get somebody to self-sacrifice here. But the crows warned somebody's paying attention. Yeah, somebody was trying to siphon somebody's light. Thank you, Archangel Uriel, for helping me share my light with the world. Yes, somebody was trying to persecute somebody, and the whole time they were actually trying to siphon their light and wear their cloak, like cloak themselves in somebody's light because of their purpose. Yeah, unconditional love, Mother Mary. Thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me to give and receive the love I deserve, because they felt like they didn't deserve a firm foundation. They didn't deserve love. They deserved to be persecuted. They deserved to be in this energy of despair. They deserve to be mocked. They deserve to be have thrown stones thrown at them, right? And they deserved to um, have this mob of people come up against them. Yeah, that's what I feel. But somebody is very blessed here. Yeah, we have Archangel Gabriel coming through here. Somebody is definitely connected to the higher realms. They're connected to Archangel Gabriel. They're definitely speaking on this situation, bringing it to the light. Somebody may be being asked to move around, move their body, to move their energy around. Somebody is co-creating here with their divine feminine and divine masculine. Somebody is definitely getting the spiritual guidance that they needed, and they're recognizing that they're not only divinely protected from the other side, but they are loved unconditionally. Yeah, somebody is a phoenix rising up out of the ashes, and Archangel Metatron is clearing out and the chakras and helping somebody to activate their gifts, because somebody is definitely heavily protected here. Heavily protected. All right. Thank you for watching Air Signs. Have a great day.